Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Dre. It's on my lunch break. Voice is a little hoarse because I was leading a little team cheer at work, so let it off and yell so that half the damn building could hear me, but that's beside the point. Now, yesterday I made a video about the four assholes that kidnapped a disabled white dude and tortured him, broadcast the shit live on Facebook Live, and that's some dumb shit. I mean, again, we as black people, we got to look at that and shake our heads like, what kind of bullshit is this? Now, I want to kind of switch directions because, yes, I'm pissed off about it, but at the same time, when I had the opportunity to look at some of the different videos from other YouTubers that shared their thoughts in different comment sections, we have a lot of black people, and there's a lot of white people that are equally outraged. Of course, white people are going to be outraged simply because it's a white guy that was tortured by black kids. And of course, you're going to have your racist comments because that's always to be expected whenever white people feel like they don't do shit wrong. But let's go ahead and take this back a little bit. Now, in November, December of last year, you had a couple of white boys in Idaho that sexually assaulted a disabled black classmate with a coat hanger. And even though it wasn't posted on Facebook Live, there was still that instance of it happening. And when I read further, they got a slap on the wrist, no jail time for them. So where's the justice for the black kid? And I know I didn't do a video about that, but I was wrapped up in other shit. But I want to talk about this shit right now. So white people all of a sudden outraged because a white guy was assaulted by these black people in Chicago. But where's the outrage for the black kid that was assaulted? The circumstances are similar, where someone who's disabled is mistreated. But you can't say that one is worse over the other simply because four black people did it to one white guy, but there's two or three white guys that assaulted a disabled black kid, sexually assaulted him with a fucking coat hanger. But all of a sudden, we as black people, we're niggers and savages and monkeys and shit. Yes, there's a lot of white people that were commenting about how white people are under attack. All of a sudden, man, come the fuck on. In the history of this country, white people have done black people and people of color wrong. Y'all have even done each other wrong. So the whole argument, as I've said, about when people say the Irish were slaves, who were they mistreated by? Or the white people. So y'all don't give a fuck about each other. So don't come across as though you're holier than thou by saying all of a sudden, because of this instance, and you want to talk about black on white crime when there's plenty of white on white crime. I mean, you motherfuckers, y'all must not turn to Investigation Discovery or Court TV to see some of this shit. 95% of the time in the 24-hour day, the majority of those stories about someone white fucking up somebody else that's white. So let's get off the high horse there. Now also, if you want to talk about white on black crime, we can look at the story of Dylan Roof walking into a historic black church in Charleston, South Carolina, while people were worshiping. Now, I'm not a religious person, so I'm not going to say, he shouldn't have did that because these people were needing Jesus. This motherfucker obviously needed Jesus. But to make matters worse, this motherfucker, he's got the audacity to say, one, there's nothing psychologically wrong with me. I have no regrets and no remorse over what I did. I'm more fearful over what's happening to little white kids and white people in this country by lower class citizens or lower races. All right, so again, white people, you need to take an L for this because this is one of yours saying this shit, no remorse. And yes, there are a lot of white people that are appalled by what he did, but at the same time, when you go back to what black people did to this disabled white kid, look at what white people have done to black people and people of color. So before you come across and say some shit like, black people, you need to stop doing white people wrong, there's going to be some sort of race war, or let's go ahead and band together and go hunting for niggers and shit like that. It's already been a war. You've been a war against black people ever since you couldn't keep them held in chains or working in the cotton fields and shit. Anyway, I just want to make this video because I see the double standard. And that's always the case when we talk about white privilege. We talk about the disparaging differences about how people are treated depending on class and color. Corey Beatty, a black athlete who was arrested for raping a white girl. He gets sentenced to 15 to 25 years, while Brock Turner rapes a white woman and he gets a slap on the wrist because the judge says that it would ruin his life. So he only gets 3 months in jail. So that's a slap in the face for the woman that was raped. But then that's a one-up for white people because of the mild or the light sentence that was given to him. Ethan Couch, the affluenza kid in North Texas. He's driving under the influence, crashes his vehicle into 4 people, kills them. He gets 10 years probation. While you have Rashad Owens, South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, on the run from the police, crashes into 4 people, kills them, gets sentenced to life. This is the disparaging difference. This is what we're talking about with white privilege. So before you motherfuckers want to talk about how black people are savages, white people, and this isn't for all white people, but if you get offended by this, maybe this is something for you. But consider the shit that y'all do and the fact that at some point in time, violence is the nature of all of us. But to say that because of this instance of 4 black people assaulting one white kid, yes, it's wrong. I'll be the first to say that. And black people, we know that we're appalled. But at the same time, we're asking, where's the outrage when the black kid was sexually assaulted by the white boys? There was very little national media attention for that. It doesn't have to be broadcast on Facebook Live. This is shit that happened. Anyway, I'm done. I'm going to eat. If you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Peace.